What's up? Welcome to the Lightseekers live stream. Today is the first game of the game coming out, and I decided to get on YouTube and stream some of the gameplay so that you can see what the game looks like. And if you want to ask any questions about the game, you could let me know. I've been playing the game in closed beta for just about a month or so. It hasn't been out very long on closed beta, but now this is the actual release of the game, and here we can already see that rank will be launching in less than 2 weeks. So right now is the perfect time to get into the game and play while there isn't a lot going on with people knowing about the game and all of that. So one second, I'm just gonna make sure I got all of my stuff set up for the stream. Alright, so getting all the stuff set up here so that way if someone searches for Lightseekers, they'd find it. Alright, Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright, so also want to do something else. What is that? Just cut them off. Alright, so one second, I'm just getting everything set up for the stream so that we'll be good. I want to make sure people are able to find the video, and let me know if the music seems like it's too loud, but we're going to get into the gameplay in just a few. Just making sure I got everything set up. Yeah, Warfare, Content Center. Alright, so I think I got everything set up. We're gonna get into let's get into some gameplay. Since I got a new card unlocked, that's not for Lightseekers. Let's go back. Alright, so we're gonna get right into playing a casual or queuing for a match. And while we queue for a match, let's look at the different missions I have. I have this one, Element Master Shadow, play 20 shadow cards. So shadow cards are part of the purple colored deck, which is called Dread. The purple colored deck has shadow cards in it, and if we go inside the deck to take a look at it, you see there are 3 different elements to each deck. So the Dread deck, which is purple, has this. I call that Poison. I don't really know all the names of it just yet, but I call that Poison. I think this is Shadow, and then there's something else. But anyway, our first match is ready. We're going to be selecting our Dread deck because we are doing this based on oh, 1 second, I gotta check my link. Alright, my bad. Just checking my link on something. But yeah, we're ready to go. Let's full screen this. Remove 2 buffs, 2 healing. We're gonna put this out because that takes a few turns to get going. So Bone Reaper first. And what we got here, increased damage to heroes and other depth cards. We're gonna wait to put that out and draw a card, just because if we put it out too early, there's a chance that they could use something to remove our buffs from the field. And I'd rather them just remove one buff instead of removing both buffs. You want to save your cards until the second that you can really get the effect from them, so that way you're not potentially wasting them. Alright, so they got a damage reduction buff, and I would love for them to put out another buff. So I'm not going to remove it immediately, even though I have 2 buff removal spells. I'm going to wait for them to put out a second buff, so that way I can get the maximum value out of my buff removal spells. So my turn comes up, and we are going to do this because on my next turn it's going to rotate around to the 4, and we want it to do damage, so we're going to have to burn that immediately, and that goes my turn, because you can only play 2 cards per turn, and really they classify it as playing 2 different actions per turn. But let me make sure my my thumbnail looks good, because I didn't even pay attention to that. Let's see, any good thumbnails? Alright, cool. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, see, I knew he would remove my stuff. Let's go ahead and just end turn right now. No need to heal or anything. But you end turn by drawing 2 cards. We can reduce damage received, increase damage done. So next turn, we'll let them put out that buff. You want to let that buff ride for a few turns before you do anything to it. We're going to end another turn by clicking. Alright, so now we'll put these 2 cards out because they combo together. We just have to hope that they do not have removal once again. That's the key. Oh, he's got an increased damage done. We're going to have to prioritize getting rid of their buffs first. Alright, and we're just going to do damage this turn. Since he doesn't have any damage reduction, you always want to try to squeeze in your damage when there is no damage being reduced. That's the best times to go in for that. Alright, and what do they have going on here? So they got that buff, which I'm not afraid of. We're gonna try to put out the damage buffs, hoping that they don't have the removal for it like I did. It was very unfortunate on their part that I had 2 removal cards right in the beginning. And see, they're drawing. They could be looking for that removal now. They gave up their turn. I'm going to do some extra damage. Boom. I'm going to play this because while my damage is being increased, I want to... Well, I thought that was 2 damage. Never mind. Alright, anyway. We're gonna see what he has. I don't really have anything else, so we're gonna have to start drawing cards. So that was his whole turn. Whenever you play a combo card that uses up your entire turn, and he had to pay the cost of a solar and a lunar spell in order to do so. So more good damage there. And let's see, do we have anything else? We don't need any of those cards to go down just yet, so we're gonna draw some more. Now this deck isn't something that I've heavily edited or added like the absolute best cards to, so this isn't one of my, I guess, my higher tier decks, but you can win based on how you play and how the opponent plays. So it is still very skill based too, because just throwing down cards just for the heck of it isn't really a viable strategy. Okay. Right now I don't have anything super valuable that needs to be placed down immediately, so we're just gonna keep drawing for right now. Nothing super valuable. And can't be attacked. Increased damage done by shadow cards. We don't really have any shadow cards that do damage, because that's not shadow, that's death. Okay, so he's doing his 4 damage now. Lets me realize that he doesn't really have anything if he's using that. I'm gonna put that down. And we're gonna put that down. And next turn I'll use my person's ability to move this buff forward by 1 rotation, so that'll give me a total of 6 damage on the next turn. If they don't have removal for it, okay, they're doing a little bit of damage while they got time. That's a good play. What else do they want to do? Draw, nothing good. Alright, so we do the 3 damage, and then we're going to heal by using the ability. Wait, use ability. Using the ability takes up 1 of your actions for the turn. Boom. So we did some damage. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop this and then pick solar. So that way they have to put back 1 of their solar cards, so they can't do like a super powerful combo. Good. So we got rid of that. And now they'll go. And I'm probably just going to draw 2 next turn. I really try to not do damage reduction in cards until I get to 15 health. Once I get to 15 health, then I'll start playing damage reduction cards, because I know for a fact that's the point in the match where my opponent wants to damage me the most. So that's when I'm going to try to stop most of that damage. See, like there, he's going for the damage. Good. I'm going to put my damage reduction up next turn. Alright, damage reduction coming up. And we're going to get this out, so in the next turn I'll be able to use my ability to rotate for 1 and maybe draw 1 card. You see they're pushing in for damage right now. I negated 2 of that damage because I had this card out. If I have a shadow buff in play, let's see, wait, do I? Yeah, that's a shadow buff, okay. Then they're going for 7 damage to finish the game at that point. Gonna ability, heal for 1, move this buff forward. That does 2 damage. We discarded the combo to the grave, and then we're going to draw. I actually should have used this right here so I could heal for 3. And so that was technically a misplay on my end. But I can play both of these cards next turn, and that would make for a really good play. And they ended up drawing, so they're satisfied with just having these damage cards out there. So right now we're gonna squeeze in a little bit of damage and heal. Alright, so I'm gonna take a big hit this turn, and the pressure is really gonna be on me to perform or do something. So I'll see if I'll be able to make it through here. I may lose this game because, like I said, I haven't really built up this deck. This is very close to just the standard build that you start off with in the game. Alright. And I'm gonna just draw to an end turn. I'm gonna take 7 damage again, and he can just attack. So chances are that it's going to be the end of this game here. But hopefully this game you were able to learn some of the different tips that I had to share about how I'm going about playing a game of Lightseekers, and this is specifically with just the purple deck. I'll have other videos coming up soon on this channel covering a lot of the Lightseekers different deck types and my different builds and strategies on how to build effective decks. So make sure, if you're watching and you're still here by now, make sure you please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure to keep following me and turn on the bell notification so you can know whenever I'm live streaming again, or when I actually upload another Lightseekers card game video. And by the way, just leave your comments below to tell me what else you would like to see here in my Lightseekers card game videos, and hope you enjoy. That's going to be the end of that game, and I'm going to add them as a friend just because. And this is going to be it. Let's check our loot. We got some loot from that. You get a loot box after every match, and cool, it gave me a Dread card back, which I could apply to my deck. Go to my Dread deck, card back, and I can actually pick that Dread card back, so it makes sense. Alright, anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you soon in the next video.